Make sure you hit the notification bell to know when I upload new videos, and don't forget to subscribe. What is up, guys? So right now I am currently working on a Wonder Woman drawing. So you can see where I kind of have things marked out for the face, and this is about where the nose is going to be. So I'm just kind of marking that up. So yeah, I'm just kind of sketching away, trying to come up with the right look. Sorry. I'm just coughing a lot today. But anyway, yeah, trying to come up with the right look. So this is extremely rough right now, but I just want to kind of have you guys here to kind of just see how it's done. And yeah, so I'm just going to keep sketching away, and we'll just see what we come up with. I'm going to do her eyes, and I'm just going to, oops, too much. I'm going to just kind of create a small area for where the eyes will be. So just kind of lightly fill that in. This is just kind of like getting all the tones and everything right of where I'll need it. So for instance, there's going to be like some light on her nose, so we'll just kind of sketch that in a little bit. Also two of these spots here under her eyes. Just gonna mark that up just a little bit, just like that. Also two up here on her eyebrows, and a little up here on her forehead as well. So let's do I need to do a little something with her lips, so let's kind of zoom that in a little bit. I am using a reference image just for this, just so you guys know, like I'm not drawing directly from my head. Okay, so let's see, let's do a little bit here on the eye. Where eyelashes should be. So about like that, or here our nostrils would be. We'll just put those little marks right there. Yeah, let's see. We can probably just add just a small little tone there for where her eyes would be, so we can just kind of darken that in a little. It's coming together quite quickly, which is pretty cool. What I need to do though is make a little bit more of some shadow here on her armor. So I'm going to just kind of sketch this in right here, just a little bit, just kind of fill this in. So I think things as far as like her shield, I'll probably do that last, if we even include it in this drawing, but I'm going to put this representation here of where her sword will actually be. In the movie, they called this her sword is called the God Killer. So we'll just sketch that in really quick. Yeah, so this just very simple sketching. You know, personally, I prefer to start my drawings like this versus doing like really thin lines, so like trying to draw like a face and all that stuff. Like, yeah, I don't know. Me personally, I prefer to do it this way. So just kind of works better for me. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is we're going to add a little bit more detail to this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate this real fast. Okay, and I'm going to come over here, and we're going to darken this all the way down. And look at that, we made a mistake. Oh well, we can fix it later. So now I'm going to drop the opacity on this a little bit, just like that. And we'll get our eraser. I'm going to use a brush though for this eraser. I don't know if you guys knew that, but you can actually, when you're using your eraser, you can actually pick from different brushes and stuff what you want the style to erase in. So for instance, if I wanted to erase and it looks like this, then yeah, that's how it's going to look. Or if I wanted to, let's pick something like this, okay, and then erase. You see? So just a little thing to keep in mind, but we're gonna stick with this one for right now. Okay, so that's looking pretty decent. I mean, it's still very rough, but this is just kind of more what this video is about, just kind of showing you guys my process of, you know, just kind of the roughness, and then just kind of bringing it all together. I want to smooth out her face a little bit, and if this stuff ever gets too rough for you guys, you can always use the blur tool. And a lot of times I'll use the airbrush, which makes it really soft. So for instance, if I were to start just kind of going over this, it will smooth this out and it won't be as rough. So you can kind of see here on her face, some of the areas where I'm just going over is making it a little bit smoother. I don't want to do it too much though, because I don't want to lose like too much detail or the roughness of it, because that actually, believe it or not, it actually helps. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to, I want to show her teeth a little bit. So we're going to zoom in, and I like to draw kind of a little shape, kind of like this for when I'm doing like teeth. Like someone's mouth is kind of like slightly open, not too open. So yeah, so you guys see that, just that tiny little shape right there just kind of helps it stand out a little bit more, and then I just make it a little more defined at the around the edges. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to well, let me show you guys the difference. You see that? Like what a difference that made, right? So I'm actually going to go ahead and merge those two together. This is something that I always just play around with, but I always come over to here with my curves, and I always just play around with this a little bit towards the beginning of my drawing. I just play around with the tones, and it will kind of let you know if you're ready to go there. If not, you can always just hit reset. I don't think I'm exactly ready to go there. I just wanted to mess around and just kind of see. But yeah, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to create a new layer, and I'm going to get a little bit of let's get a little bit of tone in her face. So I'm going to put a little bit of blush in the face. I know that you guys probably like, whoa, that's too much. But it's actually not. You'll see. So what I do is I just kind of mark the areas where I kind of want it to stand out a little bit more. So like I put the redness there in her chest, a little bit here in the arms. So just like so. And then I'm gonna blur this. So, okay, that's pretty good. And then I'm going to drop the opacity on it so it's not so strong. It's very subtle, but you guys can probably see the difference. So pretty cool, right? Okay, so something I want to do is I want to shape up the face a little bit more. So I'm just selecting. I'm not making a new layer for this part. You guys are more than welcome to do it if you want. But what I want to do is kind of I just have the same color of her hair selected, and so I'm just kind of trying to shape up that face just a little bit more so it doesn't look so strange. So yeah, so probably this side I'll just make it a little bit thinner, just like so, and I'll probably close off this part a little bit more up here at the top, just because I think it's showing a little bit too much. So I think that's looking a little bit better. And yeah, okay, cool. So what I'm going to do now though is we're going to do a little bit of highlights, just a little bit. You could be very subtle with these. So the more like metal parts here on her armor, I'm just drawing some highlights all over it. By the way, if you guys are enjoying the video, please give it a big thumbs up. I'm actually enjoying creating this video right now. This kind of reminds me of the good old days doing art face videos. So if you guys enjoy this and you guys would like me to do more of this style of tutorial as I work through drawings, and yeah, just let me know. Okay, so let's see. Let's put a little bit up here on her tiara, I guess you would call, yeah. And then I'll do a little bit up here, and we'll just keep working. And I know there's like a triangle, like diamond kind of shape in there, and we'll just set that as a representation, and then we can actually come back later and make it stand out a little bit more. Okay, so what I'm going to do right now is I have my eraser and I'm doing just a little bit of cleanup. I like to just do cleanup work as I progress, and I just want that to look a little bit more smooth. So, whoops, wow. We'll come over here and fix this part of her arm. I'll just slim it down a little bit and get rid of the excess stuff that we don't need. Just cut all of that out right there. So yeah, so I'll just do that, and then I'll do a little bit over here as well. Just trim that down just like so, and trim it a little bit on this side, and yeah, and then her shoulder too. I kind of want to straighten that out a little bit. So yeah, so anyway, yeah, it's coming along, guys. Alrighty guys, so I did a little bit more detail. I added some highlights to her face. You can probably see the difference right there, and turning it off and on. But yeah, so that's how it's looking. I'm going to keep working, but I will continue to update you guys as I make more progress with this. But if you guys enjoy this video, please give me a big thumbs up. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And yeah, I love you all, and I will see you soon. Bye.